thank you, man. We appreciate you. Thank the Lord for you. We thank you for all you've done in our communities, and it was an easy selection for us to select him as the Lifetime Achievement Awardee, and we certainly appreciate it. He's come a long way from Kannapolis, North Carolina, and we thank the Lord for you. We thank the Lord for you. You're going to be around here for another 17 years, bro. You're going to be 100 years old. You received that? I'm going to be here. Yes, sir. You're going to be here. Without further ado, let's bring forth the 2024 Omega Psi Phi Lifetime Achievement Awardee, our fraternity brother, Brother George Clinton.
How y'all doing out there? How good, how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity. I'm very humble and gracious for this day. I would like to say good evening, brothers. I would like to thank everyone for being here. To all my family, my wife, my son and his wife, my friends, I'm truly honored. To the Grand Basileus, Rick Lewis, and all the Grand Council, I say thank you. To the Lifetime Achievement Award Committee, I truly say thank you. To all esteemed brothers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, I say thank you. And of course, I say the loudest thank you to the great Basileus of the universe. Because his blessing and grace, I stand here in sound mind, healthy body, 83 years young, and listen. I've been through and seen a lot. Y'all know that shit. Without humps, there'll be no getting over there. To this is a day that I've never expected or even dreamed when I started out in the 1950s. I was just a young kid listening to that Frankie Lyman. Rock and roll was just getting started, and I was gonna be like little Anthony and the Imperials. I was gonna do that shit like Smokey Robinson was doing at Motown in '59. I was gonna do that. I made it up in my mind. I was gonna do that, and I started out at trying to get a job, trying to impress Motown, and we finally got a record called I Want to Testify. It wasn't quite on Motown. We wasn't quite the Temptations. Everybody wasn't 6 feet, you know, we kind of like staggered. But we was good. And once we got the record, we realized we had to change our sound and evolve. As soon as we got there, the Rolling Stones and Beatles and all that was coming from Europe. So now we have to change again from the Motown, so we became Parliament and Funkadelic. All right. So we started seeing that we had to do it for whatever the new generation was coming up with. As soon as we got that going, we run into a guy called Bootsy Collins, who played with James Brown, had horns in the group. Oh, we can sound like Sly Stone with that shit. You know, Jimi Hendrix was an old friend of ours. We knew him just playing blues. So we had an Eddie Hazel that, you know, could play that blues real loud. So we had a thing called Funkadelic. And with Bootsy, he brought Fred Wesley, Maceo Parker. So now we got a Motown of our own. And so we were the new sound out of Detroit. We did that shit, got us a spaceship, flew around here, came here to the Omni. We was on it. we was doing our thing, and like all things, there come a time when you have to change. But we was lucky because the change was something called hip hop. And we had already did a record called The Clones. It's the same concept, a little DNA plus sampling a little bit of music on tape. You can create a whole new song, or you can create a whole new entity. So we saw we were on the right, we was on the right thing with the spaceship, but we had to take a pause. And when we came back, it was 1982. We had to change the sound again. Yeah, you heard that right. It was the Atomic Dog. Our first gig was at Howard University. It was a coincidence, but one that had to happen. And it's been a hell of a story from then on. We've been crossing paths a lot over the years. And so up until 2020, I became an honorary member of what I now know is absolutely the greatest fraternity on the planet. I was welcomed with open arms into a brotherhood I did not realize I needed. I am my brother keeper has a brand new meaning. Let me get this right. Has a brand new meaning to me now. It's because we protect each other through our association. I just love this Q-Dog energy, man. Me and Omega go way back with the song. Me and Parliament but something different happened in 1982. I made this song, and you all heard the Atomic Dog story. And if you knew the backstory, yeah, I was on one. So all that feeling was real. They call it tweaking. Oh yeah, brother was on one. But I got it out of me when I looked back at the song and had to make some sense out of what I was saying. And trying to, intellectualize it. What was you really feeling? Yeah, I was out there. But over the years, well, I'm just going to but when it was released, at every concert, a sea of purple and gold would take over. And over 42 years later, it still has the same effect. Our new Atomic Dog, Q-Dog edition with our brother C. Black and Ben Crump was my love letter to the frat to show that I do recognize that every one of us kept that song alive, keeping me alive. I'm blessed. Wow. Since being in Omega, I learned this is a brotherhood of high-minded, serious thinking, noble, living men, leaders, not followers, makers of policy and molders of opinion. All of this developed out of the friendship of 3 young men and a young college professor in 1911. This is just so awesome to me. I've received a lot of honors and awards, but this one has a special place in my heart. The Lifetime Achievement Award from Omega represents the pinnacle of excellency. I will never forget this day. Love, peace. Dr. Funkenstein out.